I was speaking to a family member recently, and um, she was talking about how she was experiencing quite a high level of anxiety, and she and I are very much alike. And I know something that I do, and again, I think this is maybe tied. This is like a thing that is tied to creativity. Is I tend to like fill in my own narratives, and I mean, how is that a good thing? I think it's a powerful tool for a person who writes or creates. You are imagining things. You are coming up with ideas. The problem, though, is when you wind up in these, empty spaces in your life, you start to fill in those spaces. So something that could almost seem like a superpower turns out to be something that makes you feel terrible. It's the thing that winds up making you feel anxious and depressed because you're filling in the gaps. Things that might not exist. I mean, I do it all the time. I am constantly, jumping to a conclusion or just sort of imagining what the other person is thinking or how they're reacting to something I've done. Um, but at the same time, I think if it can be controlled, I think if it can be utilized in a positive way, a constructive way, then this is one of the foundational tools of being a creative person. And I think that it's something that I've always been aware of, but only recently have I started to think about how to use it more. Because, to be very honest, I think the more anxious and the longer the kind of down periods are, the more damage I can do to myself with that kind of thinking. You know what I mean? I can really go to some terrible places with it. But I think also it gives you this like sort of gives you real access to genuine emotion. You know what I mean? Like it's like I can tap into something very real, very emotional, very powerful. But it's just about using it in a way that's beneficial and elevates, hopefully, or sharpens the thing that I'm creating. Um, yeah, I think that a lot of this kind of comes out of reflecting a lot more, the act of recovery and trying to put the pieces back together and trying to identify things that maybe sort of cause behaviors and some bad choices, but turning it around and making it something that can be used to create something great, hopefully. Yeah.